Here we have a new 2025 Chevy Equinox. Now this one comes in the LT trim level with front wheel drive, mosaic black metallic paint, and then we have black cloth interior. For the powertrain, we get a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and that's mated to the continuously variable transmission. But as we come around to the front end here, LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights with the included safety package here. I'll show you that here in a moment. And now down here we get 17-inch aluminum wheels, passive keyless entry on the front. To the windows, we get express down on 3 of them except the front, which is one touch up and down for the driver's side. Power mirror controls, door lock controls. We do get heated and blind spot monitor mirrors there. Over here, auto stop, electronic parking brake, auto hold, hood release. Get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. Then we get a 6-way manual driver's seat. But big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Equinox today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to get the best price on one of these in your area, click on that second link down below. I'll make sure your local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on a new Equinox or any new vehicle. You get 26 city, 28 highway in terms of the fuel economy. And then I have that seat up front again adjusted for someone of my size. So sitting behind myself, not terrible, I could fit, but I have to lean that seat up a little bit. The view of the front, you get 2 USB-C charge ports, AC vents are down there. You have a little storage pocket down there as well. And I do like that we get the seat back pockets on both sides. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders are right there. And as we make our way towards the back, child lock on, off, fuel filler. Love that we get the LED tail lamps on the back as well. And then we have our rear parking sensors integrated in the bumper right there. And plenty of space behind the second row. We have the top tethers for the car seats integrated on the back of the seat there. Lift this up. When you undo the screws there, you do have access. Oh, you don't even need the screws on this one. You can just pop this up and there is your spare tire if you ever need it. And tons of storage you can use this for as well when you're not trying to get to the tire. Now as we come around to the rear passenger side, first of all, you have your lower latch anchors for the car seats there. Pull this here. Fold that seat flat if you ever need to do that for additional storage, and then it snaps back into place pretty easily. Front passenger seat there, 4-way manual, little run-through area there, glove compartment. And then back around to the front, there's that 1.5 turbo 4-cylinder. Now we're gonna hop in the driver's seat. Leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn sound. Over here to the screen, I love that we still have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto here. They haven't taken that away yet. For audio, we get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, and then we have the Google News, Alexa, and Google Podcast along with a USB drive. Camera settings here. Get a front camera on this LT, which is great. Bird's eye view as well. Backup camera with guidelines. And then in your settings here, you have teen driver, rear seat reminder, and buckle to drive. And then in your system settings, you can go in here and change your language or your units of measurement there. Now we do have the Google Maps system, so you can go in here, go through all these settings and just confirm everything. Love the Google Maps screen. Just works like the Google Maps on your phone. You'll find gas stations and things of that nature. Now to get the full-on capability, you do need a subscription, but I just like how it is just being able to see the picture and the traffic patterns. Now your controls are in here for your power window locks, traction control, automatic high beams, park assist, fog lights, as well as your headlamps. And you can turn your lane assistance on and off there. Shortcuts for the headlights is there, or you can go back in there and do it that way. Get a volume knob here, which is nice. And then your vehicle status here. I like being able to show the engine filter life, tire pressure, brake pad life, and all of that. And then you can go into each kind of menu or each category and see everything there. Now down here we do get our dual zone automatic climate control, so that includes, single zone manual climate controls. I apologize for that. But fan speed can be adjusted here, temperature can be adjusted there, fan direction here, and then your AC toggle, and you can cut the whole system on or off there. 3-stage heated front seats. USB-C, USB ports there, storage. This is not a charging pad, unfortunately. And then 2 bottle holders here. Center console, cubby space, removable tray there. And there's a look at the back seat from up here. Now, I wish that was a sunglasses holder, but it looks like it's just there. Hazards are here. Now, what is crazy is we don't get a sunglasses holder here, but we do get a rear camera mirror, which we can toggle on or off there. Blinkers. And then when the low beams are on, you can toggle the high beams there, flash, and then your intermittent wipers as well as your rear wipers are there. Fluid there, and then push there for the front fluid. And for the shifter, it's a column, so hit the brake, pull for neutral, reverse, drive, park, and then when you're in drive, hit this L for the low mode, and you can use the paddle shifters for that if you so choose. Now behind on the left side, we can go through our track list or radio station favorites when we pull them up, and then on the right side, the volume can be adjusted up or down there. Adaptive cruise, nice to have that, so on or off. Adjust speed, cancel, and then the gap adjust for that there. Voice recognition, audio sources, we can pull those up and then go through those favorites that way if we so choose. And then we can go through our We can go through our gauge cluster menus there, heated steering wheel toggle, mute, Bluetooth, and then push button starts there. Finally, here's the key fob, and we do get remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Equinox LT out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 25 Equinox, from a stop, you get pretty good pull, I think, with the 1.5 turbo, especially because it's paired with the CVT. You're not having to worry about shift points and things of that nature. Still would prefer a 2-liter with an 8-speed automatic, but it is what it is. I will say, ever since they did this redesign on the Equinox, it was pretty tasteful, I think. Not as dated as the outgoing model, and the model before that was much more dated, I think. So they're just doing a good job keeping up in terms of just having nice refreshed looks for their new models. GM is. I'm gonna slow it down and we're gonna give it a little throttle here. Here we go. Now with this CVT, let me tell you, there is a bit of turbo lag here. I mean, you're getting 26 miles per gallon city, 28 highway, so that's to be expected. But when the revs would go down from the transmission, I was feeling like small burst of boost, which is just kind of, it was kind of just funny. Obviously this thing is not a speed demon, but I mean the turbocharger helps. But where this thing really shines is just as a commuter vehicle. Ride quality is good, space in here is fantastic, especially for the excuse me, the fuel economy you get. Having all of this space, a vehicle that rides like a car but still feels like an SUV. And that's why the Equinox is still around after all these years. But road noise minimal, wind noise pretty good. But I just love how easy it is to drive these. And one of my favorite things about the new Equinox is this steering wheel just feels right. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel like they were trying to be cheap with it. It feels like good padding. Leather feels good. And I love having the heat on the steering wheel. Now for the price point on one of these, not bad. I think it's pretty competitive with the rest of the market in terms of the Escape, the CR-V, of course the RAV4. And I just feel like the Equinox is finally able to keep up with those other models in terms of being something that you don't mind looking at. Just a good looking SUV, the tech to go along with it, and then of course the price point that isn't breaking the bank. Now, I do wish that we had an option for lane centering with GM products. Obviously, they have the Super Cruise, which they want to sell, but it's pretty much all the other the competition has the lane tracing, which for me is a big deal if I'm in the market for a vehicle. If my car doesn't have the lane centering, even if it has adaptive cruise control, I'm gonna look at other options because I know other options have both for the same amount of money. So that's just something that I would, you know, let GM know. But again, everything else is pretty spot on. And if you don't need your lane centering, then this is just as competitive as the next model. I want to thank Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Equinox today. I'll leave a link below in the description. They do offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on this SUV, covers your drivetrain. And if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. Takes a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on one of these Equinoxes. But all in all, I like this LT. It's not necessarily top of the line. You can tell that just with the cloth seats not having power and all that, but infotainment system looks good. Love having the heated seats. Love having the HD surround vision. Front camera, heated steering wheel, the rear camera mirror, just a bunch of cool stuff that's thrown in there that you wouldn't expect on an LT trim level. But just the technology's come a long way in pretty much every vehicle, but GM just keeps their interiors looking cool. And they've kind of been going with that ever since the new Yukons came out. I feel like they've just been keeping up in terms of the technology, specifically the screens, whether that be the instrument cluster or the infotainment system itself. But still a solid option. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Equinox LT.